Hi YouTube, Petty364 here with another Monopoly review. This time we're looking at the USAopoly version of Family Guy, or the Family Guy version of Monopoly from USAopoly. This is the first edition by USAopoly. They do have two editions out, exactly the same, just with a different box. Newest edition has the new style box, and then Winning Moves have replicated the Monopoly as well. So let's have a look at the box. As I say, it's the older style box with just the Monopoly logo there and an image on there. So you've got the Family Guy logo up in the corner, and then all the characters from Family Guy across the box. And Spooner Street up there. So on the front here we've also got 6 collectible pewter tokens shown larger than actual size. So there you've got Peter Griffin and Brian. And if you look on the side, 2 to 6 players, ages 8 to adult. Property trading game from Parker Brothers. They all have this on. Obviously Parker Brothers were the original ones that sort of produced the game. Charles Darrow originated it and Parker Brothers produced it. Got a little scuff on the box there. Go along, you've got the Monopoly logo, and then Family Guy logo there with Peter Griffin, Collector's Edition, Stewie Griffin. And another 2 pewter tokens. You've got Lois and Stewie. And if you turn it around and look at the end, Monopoly logo again. And there's Meg and Family Guy Collector's Edition. And then again, Monopoly logo, Lois, Family Guy Collector's Edition, Brian. And you've got Meg and Chris there. And again, you've got Chris, Family Guy Collector's Edition on the end. So if we have a look at the back of the box, there you go. 3 rules for offer 4 solid pewter tokens. So that's a special offer for 4 more solid pewter tokens for the game. This is a standard layout for a USAopoly for the back. Got a big image of the board there. And then you've got sort of images of the money and the properties here. And then if you look down there, you've got Hasbro Properties Group, little Monopoly logo, and 20th Century Fox, who obviously have the copyright for Family Guy. And then on the left hand side here, you've got Family Guy Collector's Edition. Now's your time to get stinking rich. Buy, sell and trade Quahog's prime real estate. From Cleveland's Deli and Mae West's Mansion to Hugs and Kisses, the Good Kind Daycare, and the sovereign nation of Pretoria. It's all up for grabs. Gouge your opponents every time they land on your property, build homes and mansions to fortify your Quahog empire, and ultimately bankrupt your opponents. Do you have what it takes to claim world dominance? This game is sweet. So then you've got there, custom Family Guy Monopoly. Custom Family Guy money replaces classic Monopoly money. Custom title deed cards, that's for Pretoria. Then you've got custom cards replace classic community chest and chance cards. So you've got Giggity 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 and What the Juice. And then traditional houses and hotels are renamed homes and mansions. And again we've got the 6 collectible pewter tokens there, and the USAopoly logo and the website there. Okay, so let's flip this over and open her up. This is the inside box. There's the board there, and as I'd mentioned, traditionally with USAopolies we have images of other editions that are available. So you've got Lord of the Rings, Coca-Cola Classic Ads, and the Fantastic Four on there. If we turn it around, visit www.usaopoly.com now. And then on this side we've got Simpsons Treehouse of Horror edition. We've got Snoopy It's a Dog's Life edition, and we've got the Disney Pixar edition, and then again the USAopoly website there. We'll take this out and have a look at the game board. As with all USAopolies, it's a half folded game board. In the centre there you've got the main 6 characters all featured as tokens in the game. And then if we start, you've got traditional Go, just visiting and in jail, free parking, and go to jail, as traditional with all licensed monopolies. And then if we go around here, what I really like about this edition is the little faces down here, and each of them has sort of a surround that goes with the colour there, so it tells you which character it's sort of related to, and the property there, which you would know anyway. But so 2 purples. Traditionally in the US they have purple rather than brown, and they've changed to brown now to match up with us, I guess. Chris's Closet, Happy Go Lucky Toys. Your tax is volcano insurance, it's the income tax. The first station is Peter's fishing boat, so it's all vehicles in this edition. The blues, you've got Daggermouth's Cave, Seamus's Lighthouse, and Newport Harbour. And then if we turn around, the pinks, you've got Geronimo's Palace, West Quahog, and Asian Town. And the first of the utilities is a cable transmitter. Second station is vehicle is the Hindon Peter. And then if we look at the oranges, you've got James Woods High School, Buddy Cianci Junior High, and Hugs and Kisses Daycare. Move around to the reds. Channel 5 News, Al Harrington's Wacky Waving Inflatable Arm Flailing Tubeman Warehouse and Emporium Route 2 in Weekaporg, and Pawtucket Pats. Next vehicle is Peter Copter. The yellows, you've got the Clam, Goldman's Pharmacy, and Cleveland's Deli, and the Water Tower is the second utility. The greens, Mayor West's Mansion, Quagmire's House, and Spooner Street. And then finally you've got the Pope Mobile there. And then the navies, you've got Peter Schmidt Mansion, Pretoria, and the super tax is Workplace Sensitivity Training, which Peter had to attend. So yeah, I really like this board. I think this has got a good range of places from the actual TV series, if you're a fan of Family Guy. Only downside is these boxes aren't actually named, so you don't know which sets of cards, what the juice or giggity go where, but that doesn't take anything away from the gameplay. I like the central piece on the board with all the main characters. Maybe could have had sort of a whole cast of characters in there as a slight difference, but that's kind of just a preferential thing. But yeah, I do really like this game. I think they've got everything sort of pretty much spot on with the vehicles, chance and community chest, and the utilities. It fits in. It is like a traditional Monopoly. It is locations and a utility, and it's obviously vehicles rather than stations, but it's along the same sort of ilk, I guess. So if we look inside the box here, we've got this is again the traditional way that I lay out the box, with your cardboard at the top, and then your houses in there, 2 cards there, utilities, money, and your tokens. So if we have a quick look at the instructions, it's just the traditional instructions, obviously with a Family Guy twist. And then inside you've got what's the same, object of the game, what's different, all that sort of stuff. Equipment, see page 9 for 60-minute speed play option, so there's a speed play option in this game. And then if you look on the back, you've got Peter and Brian, and Parker Brothers, USAopoly, Hasbro, 20th Century Fox. Lots of copyrights. Okay, so if we look at the title deed cards here, we've already looked at locations. As I mentioned, you've got homes and mansions now, instead of the houses and hotels. And if we look on the back, it's just a standard, the name, Family Guy logo in the background as a watermark, and the value it's mortgaged for. So yeah, I do like these, and they could have had something different on the back just to keep it a bit fresh, the image that's on the actual space, but overall it does what it needs to do. And as for your homes and mansions, just kind of ties in more with the actual colours of the box than the actual Family Guy. I don't remember seeing much orange on Family Guy itself, but you've got orange homes and blue mansions there. Okay, Giggity 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 replaces Community Chest, I think. So there's an example. All the Chance and Community Chest cards have the same sort of basic advance to go or collect X amount of money, but obviously custom editions have different reasons. So you can see there it's a 2006 edition from Hasbro. Is that of interest? And there you've got win a gold medal in the Special People's Games advance to go. And just having a quick look. Settle tab at Goldman's Pharmacy, pay $150. And then What the Juice. It's got a nice picture of Stewie on the front. And again, this slight chance. And again, it's all sort of the same stuff. Made Sheriff of Bubble Scum, advance to go, collect 200. Sell a Christabel painting, collect 50. There we go. This is another thing I really like about the USAopoly games, is the customization of the money. As you saw in the Chelsea FC edition from Winning Moves, the money was very much the same as a standard Monopoly. Whereas this USAopoly one, you've got Meg is on the 1s, Chris on the 5s, and Lois on the 10s. And over here, Brian on the 20s, Stewie on the 50s, Peter on the 100s, and the Griffins on the 500s. You're probably thinking that there's a lot of 20s there, but the money that you give out at the start of the game in a US game of Monopoly is very, very different to the UK. You get 6 20s, which means you go through quite a lot of 20s as opposed to the 100s. So that's the money. And dice, unfortunately the dice are just standard white with the black dots, and a nice little bag which I've kept, but nothing overly special with the dice. We've seen images of the standard tokens, but here you go, you've got Lois Griffin. I don't know if you can see the detail there, nice detailed sculpts, and then it says USAopoly and Fox on the bottom there, as do they all. Now you've got Stewie in his high chair with a ray gun. Peter pretending to be on TV, I think. Again, USAopoly and Fox on the bottom. That's Chris picking his nose. This is another thing I really love this about the USAopolies, is the custom tokens. I think that's a real sort of, I really think for a custom game or a special edition game to work, you need these. That's my personal view. I mean, I suppose it doesn't make that much of a difference, but I really like it. There's Brian holding a cup of coffee or tea, and Meg just standing, nothing anything particularly exciting. So scale wise they're all perfect, they all sort of already scaled well to each other. And then I mentioned a little bit earlier that you've got to send away for special edition tokens, and I actually sent away for them. The downside to that is that they only post to America, so I had to get a friend of mine to, I had to send them to a friend of mine's, and then she forwarded them on. But I did get them eventually. So we've got Quagmire doing a funny little pose, and again it's got USAopoly and Fox on the bottom of the token. You've got Joe in his wheelchair, that's very cool. You've got the evil monkey from Chris's closet. And finally, my favourite, you've got the giant chicken who fights Peter all the time. So the only downside to these tokens is the scale. Scale wise they are a little bit bigger. The chicken for me kind of works. If you look at him compared to Peter, they fit well together. Whereas if you look at the likes of Joe, before he's sitting down, he's the same height as Peter, much bigger head, much bigger body. Same with Quagmire. Well, Quagmire is the same height, but obviously he's kind of leaning over. And the Evil Monkey is clearly on steroids because he's huge. So I would rather seen sort of an Evil Monkey roughly the same size as the Stewie piece, and the other guy's sort of a similar size. And they, as I say, they've done it with the giant chicken, but not with the rest. So there we go. I fear I may have been mumbling towards the last sections of the video there. But yeah, all in all, this is really one of my favourite Monopolies. Didn't mention this. I think they could have done something a bit more with the cardboard on the back. I don't know, maybe episode listings or sort of award-winning episodes or something. Just a little bit more than Victory Shall Be Mine, although it's quite poignant for a Monopoly game. But yeah, that space could have been used a bit better. Everything else, I think they've gotten spot on with this game. I think that they chose the right 6 tokens for the original 6. They've chosen a good 4 for the mail order ones. At first I thought they should have done a Cleveland token, but Cleveland's got his own show now, so fingers crossed we may see a Cleveland show Monopoly at some point in the future. Obviously they have the they've worked with Universal in the past, or 20th Century Fox rather, in the past, so what's to stop them working again in the future? And that being said, there could be an American Dad Monopoly even, which is not out as of yet, but yeah, this is one of my favourite ones, particularly now that I've got the special edition tokens, and yeah, everything else is spot on. So please comment, like, subscribe, tell your friends, share, put it on Facebook, do whatever you want. If you don't like it, feel free to hit dislike, but please tell me why you dislike the video so I can actually do something about it. I'm all for criticism, but constructive criticism is really the way people can improve. And yeah, I mean, let me know what Monopolies you'd like to see. I did a video with my entire collection there. I do have a couple of Monopolies on the way, which I'll do an update video for you once they arrive. So yeah, just let me know what Monopoly you want to see me review next. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.